Welcome back, everybody. This is Mog on Mog Squad, once more playing some Kerbal Space Program with you guys, and we're continuing on in our beginnings file, our United Kerbal Industries beginnings. This is going to be another build phase today, but first we're going to go ahead and take a look down here at the research facility and let you guys know what we've unlocked so far, and then get into the build phase. So check it out. We've got the original couple, we unlocked this guy. We've also, in the last episode, just unlocked these next 3 positions here in the tech tree. So, and we have 6 science left. So we've got some new engines to work with. These guys here, which is, I can't see the name, the LVT-45 looks like. Some Separatrons, some bigger solid fuel boosters. We've also got some nose cone, some winglet, radial decoupler, smaller engine, landing struts, and radial parachutes now. So we can make for some different rockets, some better equipped rockets. It looks like we've got you know, inline decouplers from this set here, and we've got the radials, so that really expands our options for how to build rockets. So why don't we go ahead and get started. This time we're going to go for a polar orbit. The reason for a polar orbit is because we will cover every single surface and position of Kerbin with a proper polar orbit, which means that we can pick up a lot of EVA report science if we do this properly. So why don't we go ahead and get underway. We're going to call this the Skyscraper 3 for keeping with our theme, of course. This being the 3rd rocket we've built for this season, and with no real specialty, this is just going to be called the Skyscraper. So let's take a look. We've got our pod, we've got our radial, or not our radial, that's our inline decoupler right there. Let's make sure that we don't forget a parachute on top there, and make sure that these are all properly set up so far. Okay, and from here, let's take a look. We've still got just those. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at propulsion? Let's grab these tanks. And what we're going to be doing here is actually going to be building a return flight. We're going to be building a return flight rocket ship here, so that what essentially is going to happen is, once we get finished with our mission, this thing will be able to return to the planet and land by itself. It's basically just going to decouple everything else off of it, and it's going to land in this way. Okay, so let's see here. Now, the one thing that we can't do just yet in this game is we cannot do asparagus staging. We don't have fuel lines. We haven't unlocked them yet. So we pretty much have to rely on just good staging is all that we can really fall back on. Why don't we set up a 6 radial right there and see how this all fits. Are they gonna fit? It looks like they're gonna fit. So we're gonna go ahead and move those there. Put a 2nd set of engines there. Let's see, are these are the vectoring. Let's do 1 vectoring right in the center, and then the non-vectoring engines on the outside. So I'm gonna actually set them up just like this. Let's go ahead and not forget our nose cone. Oops. That's better. So at least we're a bit aerodynamic. Okay. And from here... Ooh, you know what we don't have yet? We don't have struts. I really hope that we can get some struts soon. Struts would be a good thing to have. Oops, let's do that, and let's set it up for 2. Just to, you know, pretend we know what we're doing. Put those on there too, just for the heck of it, since we have them. Oh, that's right, we have these guys, little winglets, I forgot. This could help a lot, actually. Possibly, anyway. We're also gonna just check that. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna do the trick. Whoa, this thing is a bit loud. I'm gonna actually turn down my audio just a hair, because I know I'm not talking super loud. I'm still a little congested. I know I've been sick for the last few videos. It's really not as long as it seems. This is, I recorded these all fairly close to the same time, within a week. So, I mean, if that gives you an idea, it hasn't been quite as long as the videos have been coming out, if that makes any sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab, let's do this one. The radial decoupler. Toss that right there. And we're gonna stick a solid rocket booster right on the bottom. So that's got 315 on there. Let's make a copy of that. And toss that right on the bottom. And hopefully this should stick together, I hope. We don't have those struts though, so that could make this a little interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and let me take a look here. Okay. Is there anything else that we want to test on here? Oh, let's take a look at these guys. Hold on. Let's see. I just want to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. And my apologies, I do just want to let you guys know that these videos currently are going to be a little slow, or a little quick, because there's really not much to choose from as far as what you're able to build and design. So, with that in mind, I'm probably going to be doing some shorter episodes initially, and then as we basically improve and unlock more stuff for our space program, we'll basically... Come on, stick in there. Okay, there we go. As we unlock more stuff for our space program, the videos will become longer and longer as the rockets get more and more complex. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we're putting some of those guys on there, some chutes, some parachutes, just so that we can recover parts as, you know, as they come down. Which I don't know if we're actually going to be benefiting from, but the ability to do so, but you know, I want to put them on there just so I feel like I'm actually like, oh well, we're doing a space program, we want to recover parts. Everything has a parachute on it at this point, so let's make sure that we're all aligned properly with our aligned, I mean our staging is set up properly. So that's that set, and then this set, yeah, okay. So once those finish, what we want to have happen is we want to separate and then engage the parachutes. So these should be the separation. Yes. And then that one should be right there. Okay, cool. Oh, that middle one doesn't have any chutes. No, that's fine. I guess we'll just see what happens. Okay, so that's good. Those all fire, those separate, then it should be these ones that fire. Right there, let's put them into their own stage, so those fire. And then they should separate. Where's this rocket? Is that center one? I think it is. Yes, okay, so let's pull that down there. So that's those engines. Then that separates when the parachutes go, and then from there, these are the last, those are those, okay, those are those ones right in the center, and that happens when that hits, and then this engages, so that's cool. Actually, we can combine these, it looks like. That's right, I'm forgetting my stagings. So once those separate, you can actually break and put them all into the same stage, fire those next engines, and then when those break, you can blast those off, which is pretty much going to be the same. Well, actually, you know what? We don't want that middle engine firing, that's right. Okay, so that's going to stay alone right there. Let me just zoom in and make sure that that's going to be the case, because I can't see it very well. Oh, that's that engine. That's that engine. Okay, cool. But if that's the case, where is the Okay, so that decolor does go. It unblocks this one. Okay. So that's all these engines, except the middle. And then we detach the outside and fire the middle while firing out there. Ooh, that might break. We'll have to wait and see what happens, I suppose. Okay, so let's see, then this engine should be... Let me just make sure. We're gonna go from the top down. We've got this Sepratron, we've got this engine, we've got this, and this. That's correct. And that should all be correct, actually. Okay, so guys, that's gonna be the Skyscraper 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at our action groups. Make sure that this is all set up correctly. We've got action group 1. Let's make action group 1 an observe the mystery goo. And then action group 2 is going to be to reset. 3 is going to be toggle antennas. 4 is going to be none of that. Okay, we don't need anything else, so that's going to be good. Let's go to the crew. Who do we got on board? Jebediah. Sorry, Jeb, not you, buddy. Let's, hey, Sean. Seanzy, we're gonna put you up in here. You're gonna be the pilot for this mission, Sean. Okay. Make sure we haven't missed anything real quick. And I think we're looking good. So why don't we get this thing out on the runway? Make sure that Sean's still in there. Sean is the pilot. Let's launch this. Excuse me. Sorry. That is still, like I said, still a little sick. Okay, guys. So here we are out on the runway with our Skyscraper 3 and Kerbin Sean in the pilot seat here. So next time we're going to come back, and this is going to be the vessel we launch up into, hopefully, a polar orbit to do some science. Until then, guys, we'll see you next time. Cheers.